Hey builders, Happy New Year's! Now in this exciting episode we are going to be taking this little glass jar that my wife got me for Christmas and turning it into an awesome little terrarium. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Now we're going to be starting this off with the drainage layer. So this is actually little pebbles that I got at my local Home Depot, or local hardware store as everybody likes to say. But yeah, I'm doing actually a thinner layer than normal on this just because of the plants I will be putting in this, which we'll discuss later, but only doing about an inch or so of these pebbles for the drainage layer. Once you get a nice little layer of pebbles or stone or whatever you're going to use as your drainage layer, it's time to start with the fabric. Now, you always want to remember, I was going to use the lid here and I realized it was too small. You want to do a little bit bigger than the jar or whatever you're going to be putting the fabric in itself, so the dirt can catch on the corners that are folded up against the glass and just keeps it from falling into your drainage layer a little bit better. So just using a little razor knife here to kind of cut away the circle that is this jar, and again just going on the outside of the jar so it is a little bit bigger than what it will be on the inside. Now again, placing that piece of screen or weed block or whatever you decide to actually use on the inside, you want to make sure it makes a nice little bowl shape to catch all of the substrate that you're going to be putting in there. Now it's time to add the substrate. Again, I make my own substrate, but you can also buy ABG mix or whatever substrate you would actually like. If you would like to see how I make my substrate, click on the little icon in the top right corner and you can watch it there. Now I'm just going to give the substrate a nice little spray down really quick to kind of help it start absorbing some of that water. Now it's time to start kind of putting in the hardscape to see what I'm working with. So this is actually some little pieces of dragonstone I had picked up at my local pet shop called Wild Cargo. And honestly, I paid less than $5 for both these little pieces. So I thought they looked really cool with the shapes of them, and I thought they would look really good in a terrarium, and they're the reason why I'm actually doing this. Now that the hardscape's good, we're gonna go ahead and pull out this one little piece. It is time to start planting this cool little terrarium. Now I'm gonna go ahead and dig a little space here on the back wall because this is where I wanna put the first plant. So this first plant only gets about 6 to 7 inches tall, does not get that big, so this terrarium would be perfect for it. I think I measured it to be about 6 inches from the soil to the top, which again is perfect. But this is a begonia little darling. These guys are so pretty. Look at the coloration on those leaves. Plus, it has awesome little white flowers. Who doesn't like flowers? Come on. All right, going ahead and digging the second hole for our second big plant. This is going in the very front of the terrarium, and this is Selaginella plana, also known as cypress spike moss. And you guys know I absolutely love moss, so this was a good sized piece. Both of these plants actually came from Josh's Frogs, and I think I paid, with shipping, it was like just under, or no, it was just over 20 bucks, so it wasn't bad at all. But I love the way this stuff looks, so I thought it would look really cool in the front of the terrarium. just going ahead and giving everything a quick spray down again to kind of wash off a lot of the dirt and debris that happened to get on the glass and the rocks. So I kind of have this awkward space right here and I want to fill it. So I took a little piece of juniper haircap moss and kind of tucked it in there. Now, seeing as this is moss, moss grows on the top of things and not buried. So you kind of just place it there, give it a good spray down, and it will grow. So one of the last things it's always good to remember to do is clean off the inside of your glass using a paper towel, just kind of getting all the little water droplets and dirt and debris off the inside that you can. This way it looks nice and clean when you're done. Well, there it is, my awesome little terrarium for under 50 bucks. You can't beat that. And this looks awesome in any household. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned something new. Remember, subscribe if you aren't already. Smash that like button and turn on your bell notifications. I'll see you guys in the next one.